Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Bow, you heard? So I'm recording this at like 7 in the morning. Yes, I'm loud, but boo hoo, I live by myself. Anyway, that's not what y'all here for. See, y'all know this room. If you've been on the vlog channel, you know that the vlog channel takes place anywhere. That's how you can tell when it's a vlog. This bow. This is the room. This is the story time room. So, like I said, we're doing a story time. So, this story time takes place. I know it takes place this year, but it takes place during the summertime, but I forgot which month. But let's just let's say like it was near the beginning of the summertime, so let's just say like 2 months ago. So yeah, the story time takes place 2 months ago, right? So, let's just jump into it. So, story time takes place in New Jersey. I was 15, like I am now. Like I said, it only takes place 2 months ago, and basically, right, I was going over to my grandparents' house. Why was I going over to my grandparents' house? Because I can. You don't go over your grandparents' house? Like, what's wrong with you? Get off the phone. Anyway, so, since I was going over to my grandparents' house, like, I basically, like, wanted something to do, right? Because, let's not cap, all of our grandparents aren't lit. Maybe, I mean, for some of y'all grandparents might actually be lit, you know? Like, y'all grandparents might really be, you know, like, lit. They might be, what's the word? Yeah, just lit. They might have like all the, like, the game in there. They got the TV, the Netflix, all the channels. Bow bow bow. Like they might have a little candy. I'm not gonna lie, my grandpa before like probably like before like 2019 lit lit. He had the little Verizon. No, not. I don't think they call it Verizon. Files. He had the Files cable. Bow. He had all the channels and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to put on some Cartoon Network, some like Adult Swim, some on demand. Bow. Like, he had the little he had this table where it'd be like all like cookies and crimpets and candy and boy, my boy was lit, you know. And then he stepped up his game in 2018 and got some Wi-Fi. Bow! Like, bro, lit. It was litty over there. So, needless to say, I used to go over there a whole lot. Then in 2019, I don't know directly what happened, but somehow he basically like crashed his car. And then ever since then, it was like I couldn't go over there as much because he didn't have like a car to actually pick me up to go over there. So like my aunt would have to drive me over there, and my aunt is always busy, so like she could barely do it. So I just stopped going over there for a little bit. So now I rarely go over there, and like 2 months ago, I woke up, I was kind of bored, you know how quarantine life was. You're sitting there, you bored, you want to like, and I'm sitting there like, I've been playing the game forever. I need something to do. So when he called me, he was like, hey, like, like your little cousin's about to come over or whatever. I was like, all right, I might as well come over. So, bow, I come over or whatever. I come over to the like to his house, and it's not as lit anymore. There's no candy. It's like a couple cookies. Um, you know, they still got the Wi-Fi and like the the internet and stuff, but it's a different vibe now. So I'm like, all right, like a lot of things that like used to be lit when I was younger like changed. So I'm used to it. Um, and that's when the story time happened. So basically, this day, me and my cousin had decided to get Yu-Gi-Oh cards. if you don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh cards are, they're like these little like trading cards or whatever. And like basically like it's a whole game around it. And we just wanted more because we would just keep buying more, even though we were the only people we ever played. But anyway, that doesn't matter. So because of like, you know, us basically not really like having that many over there at the time, we just bought some more. So when we bought some, you know, my grandpa, his car was like finally fixed. So he drove us out there, got some, drove us back. And when he drove us back, he asked us if we was hungry or whatever. And, you know, I was like, yeah, like, I am kind of hungry because I didn't eat all day. I'd be forgetting to eat some days. So he's like, all right, like, let's go to the chicken spot. But the chicken spot is basically like Walmart. If Walmart was this way, right? The chicken spot is past his house this way. So, like, you know, it's kind of hard because, like, that basically means we have to take that ride. So he basically said, look, I already need some more gas. The gas station is near my house. So I'm going to just drop y'all off at my house, go to the gas station, go get the chicken, come back. So I'm like, okay, bet. So he drops us off, and, you know, we're sitting there, like, unpacking the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff. Meanwhile, I'm, like, talking to one of my cousins, and you know, my little cousin. Y'all will probably see him on the vlog channel, so, you know, watch the vlogs. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. But so yeah, so, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm watching. Well, I'm not watching, but I'm talking or whatever. And that's when, like, I guess you could call her my step girl. She's not my grandma. We're not related, but it's my granddad's girlfriend. And she's like, what? What did you say? Oh my God, why would you say that? Why would you do that? Come on now. I'm like, what, like, wait, what happened? Why is he coming home now? Like, what's going on? So, you know, like, you know, when, like, the adults start yelling, like, all the kids, like, look and be like, yo, like, what's happening? So, you know, I start looking, I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? What is going on? So, then, like, 20 minutes later, my granddad come back. He mad. Like, he got the chicken in his hand, but he mad. He set it down. Ugh. And I'm like, yo. So, you know, I asked her, like, cause he's just straight. He was mad. He set the chicken down, walked in his room, and just started. So I'm like, so I walked up to her, cause I was the oldest kid. So I walked up to her and I was like, hey, like, what's wrong? Like, what happened? So apparently, like, when he went to go get the gas, he had extra money left over from the gas. Because he had $100 bill. He had extra money left over from the gas. And basically, he went to the chicken spot and, like, went to go. And, like, either the guy tried to take too much of his money, or the guy tried to rip him off by, like, not giving him enough chicken pieces or whatever. But my granddad punched the chicken guy. Yes. Literally, he went to Popeyes, and the you know, the guy who sits there and, like, gives you your order, he punched him straight in his face. No cap. So like, when he came back, the reason being was because, like, basically the guy, like, threatened to call the cops. Like, you know, for hitting him or whatever. So our grandpa got up out of there. Like, my grandpa was, no cap. He no cap. Like, now, you know what I'm saying? Now, it's a whole different vibe. It's a what's happening. So, you know, like my what's her name? We're just gonna call her Miss D. Right? So Miss D is like, yo, like basically she's like on the phone with, like, you know how girls be when they, like, when something happened, they get on the phone with their girlfriend. So she's like, yo, he's about to go to jail. He just punched this chicken guy. And, like, my grandpa, he heated, cause, you know, when you've been to the can, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Now He's like, ain't nobody going to jail. Shut up. Like, I don't know. But they're two angry people. Like, they're like, well, no, they're not always angry, but they just always like argue and bicker with each other. But like, they still love each other, you know? So she's like, you shouldn't have punched that chicken guy. It was just some chicken. And then like, in my head, I'm like, yo, this man just fought over some chicken. Like, so now this is what I'm telling like all like the little cousins or whatever. I'm like, yo, he just fought over some chicken. And like, you know, everybody like laughing about it because haha, you know, fighting over chicken. Even though like if that man ripped me off and I was real hungry on the day, I might have done the same thing. No cow. No kizzy. No kizzy. Now, like, she basically getting like in the head of everybody of, oh, the police are gonna bust down the door to arrest my grandpa for like punching this guy over some chicken. So I'm sitting here like, bro, we might as well get rid of the evidence. Yo, everybody, eat a piece of chicken now, come on. So, you know, we all start like dogging this chicken, bro. I mean, dogging it. Chicken wasn't even that good because it wasn't from Popeyes. It was from some random place. Chicken wasn't even that good. Still, we dogging the chicken, bro. So eventually we finish it or whatever. Like an hour or 2 hours go past and everybody realized, okay, the police are not coming. And yeah, they just, you know, went in the room, they talked. I continued to watch Netflix. That was it. So that's the end of this story time, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you to trying to think. Thank you to well, not thank, but yeah, thank you. But shout out to Mason Young. He's one of the subscribers. We gained 2 subscribers yesterday, and he said he's from 13th Street, and not like, you know, like the story time was funny or whatever. So I appreciate it, bro. Or we might have met. I don't know, but yeah. I'm see you guys in the next video. Woo!